Dowse, it ends in what felt like a pretty positive 2-1 loss.
Excellent, yeah, got me excellent. Really good. We're getting better all the time. Players are getting to know each other. You give a daft penalty away when we had a chance on the other end, and Dowse, who's doing ever so well for us, scores Brandon, who's doing ever so well for us, scores a goal. Brilliant. Then consider that about the second half, even putting the young kids on as well. Massive pluses. Then we've got Maxwell to come into that, Luke Allen to come into that, Charlie Shannon to come into that, Manna to come into that, Wardy to come into that. I'm happy how the squad is, and I know I sound stuffed after Saturday's game, but I saw some signs against Saturday when I didn't think it was that bad. But we're building up to win a game against Bath City. That's what we've got to try to do. Martin Taylor's down there watching tonight. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was really, really good. A lot of massive positives, except for the mistakes we're making individually. I think there's a lot of massive positives to come out of the game. So I'm really pleased and delighted, to be honest. But we've got to cut these little mistakes out. So we've got a training ground on Thursday, and we'll got to give them Friday, Saturday to give people 90 minutes. But a lot of pluses out there tonight, to be honest. So it's, I've got to be delighted, and we look at a big physical side, which we've got to be this season, and. We want to put a point across that nobody wants to play against us, and I think we're again, their good management team, we're very complimentary about it, and we've just got to change these losses, of course, because we're losing by individual mistakes, and the back four haven't done that bad, but we've conceded 8 goals in 3 games, or 9 goals in 3 games, so we've got to cut that out. But we'll go to a training ground on Thursday to cut that out. We will, but a lot of positives to come. Yep, so I'm pleased.
We have to mention Brandon Barsey because he was on the pitch for only 45 minutes, but it felt like he was the best player on the park against a really good side.
He was, and he's done everything in the last 3 games. He's been outstanding. Something we've seen in him. And he's running at people, he's direct, he's exciting to watch, he's a crowd pleaser, if you like. But we've got to mention like Rooney and people like that, we work the socks off in there and to give him a ball and all that, and we've done all that. And I was delighted with him because he's a raw talent. I love raw talent. I remember Jamal Lure being like that when I was at Hampton. I haven't got no fear factor. There's run at people that keep saying you've got the permission to run at people. Every now and again you lose it, but to run at people and finish like that as well. And he's got everything for a winger, really. So I thought he was brilliant again. So really pleased with him, and he possibly was the best player on the pitch in the first 45, and should have scored again. Should have scored it, and we missed a chance. We really got in a great position where I want my midfield players to do it, because except for Luke Allen in the club, we haven't got anybody to get in the box when it goes out wide. So, and I've got to mention Harvey and all that. How great he was in the first half. He was upsetting everybody. So a lot of good performances out there tonight, and I've got to mention Blocky and all. Where I was saying Blocky, but that's his 4th game in 8 months. He is going to take a little bit longer to catch up with everybody else, and what I tell him before kick-off, play 90 Friday, 90 Saturday and all that, but again, he got stronger in the second half, and so young Sam and all, I just took the captaincy off Sam just to give him a breather on things, and Luke took it on well, to be fair, but we just got to work on a couple of things. I think when Luke goes off the pitch, the delivery wasn't very good, to be honest, and we've got to work on a couple of things, but I'm just, for the first time in pre-season, I feel quite good tonight, to be honest, and I feel so that we've got a lot about it, a lot to come up with the game.
Tom Ray came on second half. He didn't concede a goal and he saved the penalty. How impressed were you with him, and sort of what is his role going to be in the squad this season?
He's got to push to get in the first team. That's what he's got to do. Or he's still a young kid and very young for a goalkeeper. But we're looking at position all. It's either them 2 lads or get somebody into. That's what we're looking at in a minute to see what we're out there. So Tom's probably got a big game Friday night or Saturday and face off first for Beanie. But Tom's done well there, coming on, and I mean, you would have seen better things and all that, but he's had to save it. He's there to save it, and I thought he handled himself well. His kicking was quite good, but you see, everything tonight was perfect, really, except for individual mistakes. We start getting rid of them, because that's not shape, and that's not something we do in the training ground. It's individual stuff. I look at a big centre half who I've always liked, the captain, and he sort of shoves Marvin out the ball. He does a clearance from a corner in our box. Then on the flip side, we got me left back, me left centre half, just going 5 or 6 yards. It's like actually just defending your lines at the right times, and that's why a little bit of magic, if you like, a little bit of presence is there. So listen, it is what it is. I can't complain at all. I'm really pleased with tonight's work, and 10 days or something Bath City, good stuff all round.
And we saw a trialist out there. How active are you still sort of looking for new players to come in?
We'll sign a couple more, to be honest. A couple of key ones who we couldn't get till the last week of the season, like maybe somebody who we had here last season and things like that were after, and we knew we couldn't. Again, we had to play. We couldn't go and say we'll get him, we'll buy him. So we've got to wait. So 1 or 2 may have to go out on loan, and 1 or 2 let it come in, and just a tweak here, tweak there. But I guess if you get Maxwell back into that, and Luke Allen, who's away, and Charlie, who's away, and Wally into that, and Manor was injured tonight, and you're thinking, I tell you what, we're not, if I get my strongest side out there, we're not too bad, whatever the strongest side is, but the first half was good, like, I thought it was really good, and the second half, Bavis come on and done very well for her, and, so I can't really praise him enough, really, tonight, and we certainly give him a good game, like where a week ago we played against Moorgate and getting whacked and all the rest of it, but it didn't feel like that tonight. I felt as though that we had strides on Saturday, and I think we made some more strides tonight. When you get a new team who hasn't gelled together, played together, done 4 training sessions together, it is going to take time to make them gel. I thought we showed a lot of good signs again tonight.
And we've got Phoenix coming up on Friday and then Billericay on Saturday. For the fans going, what sort of team can we expect to play in each game?
Well, there's some young talent and all who haven't featured tonight, and Jane and people like that, and George who've been around the first team. George come on, but so we've got to give them games and all that, and stuff like that, and want to keep us let the play. But it's just a week to go to start the season. You need some people to play 90 minutes, and Luke Allen's back off a break, and I think Charlie could be back as well. Maybe it's Wally. So some of them that can play 90 minutes, and the rest of them will play against Billericay. Then it's game on again, innit? We've got Leatherhead, haven't we, on the Tuesday. So for people who need the minutes as well. So all good stuff.
Perfect. Cheers, Dowse.
Nice one. Bye.